better modding system down so you can freaking get rid of them people.
Tell everybody.
This is how I feel about life.
This is Swahili for love. Anybody out there that's
That's
uh
really in love
no
knows if they see this, it's extra love. Look at him and his phone. He
an-
can't stop. He can't get it right.
anybody that really knows Swahili. I'm
Knows
sorry.
that.
Sorry.
It's our own language you made up. I gotta brush my hair out, y'all. But I'm losing so much hair. Every time I brush it, it looks like a small animal coming off of it. And I'm taking biotin and hair vitamins, and it's still not helping. You can see my hair is getting a little thinned out right there. I might just start wearing wigs and just shave it all off. Not sure.
That me. I don't know.
Good job.
So you know.
But yeah,
Boom, 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 boom.
my hair. I'm actually growing my hair is growing a lot in the last 2 years because
Yeah.
2 years ago we had to chop it like here because of a issue that I had right here, and I had a ponytail in when I had an issue right there. It still hurts when I touch it to this day. But I had a ponytail in, so everything that was in the ponytail in that spot is short. But look what I got now. It's growing out nicely. I'm a long hair kind of girl. I don't really like short hair. But some people look so nice in short hair. Maybe when I get like 60 or something. But I see these ladies that walk around and they have like their little pixie cuts and stuff like that with their little mohawks. I think those are so cute, but I could never get away with something like that. My head is too fat for a little short little pixie. Yeah,
Right.
short little pixie cut. My head is way too fat for that.
What's up, though, everybody? What everybody doing out there? I know it ain't just two people in a lot. It gotta be
Well, you know
more.
people be.
No, I know they got chill right now. You know what the day is? It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. They probably sleep. Church probably wore them out. Church wears me out.
Yeah.
I hate
just
all
don't
day
think
church. I praise the
everybody-
Lord, and I appreciate everybody that you know that worships whatever they do. I hate a long church service, and then you got to eat lunch
Yeah.
afterwards. It's not
And they
nothing
do it
against the
every-
Lord, nothing against the pastor, the person giving the sermon, or
Yeah.
nothing against
You
anybody
just gotta
there.
be brief with your message.
It's just a long
everybody
day.
gotta be brief,
Especially
and
when you have a kid with you. Well,
Brief
you know,
with your
sometimes they have a little daycare for them, but not all the time, depending on what church you're going
Yeah,
to. So
you
then
know,
you got to keep them busy.
quick. We don't like long-winded teaching.
Yeah, and so they be going on, and then afterwards you're like, oh, finally we're done, and get up and go. Everybody head to the back to eat lunch, and it's like, I don't want to eat lunch. I want to go home. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
But they be always having good food though. They do have good food once you get back there.
Hey, you know, so I think I had told you for like when I had went to school, like when I went to college, like
Yeah.
so my roommate Chris and my partner Donald, the other player on the team, right? They
Hey, y'all.
they never they didn't go. They not from the South, right? They from Michigan, so they never went to a church like down south church.
Okay, fine. Hi, Maddie.
Hey, what's up, Maddie?
Okay, Maddie's Miracle. What's up,
Yeah,
Maddie?
yeah, that's cool.
Love,
For
love,
sure.
love. Okay.
Hey, but no, this what I'm saying. Okay, they never went to a church like down south, right? So they didn't know how they do it down. They didn't know how we do it,
okay,
right?
yeah.
So we on the college campus. So I'm like, they were like, man, y'all got a church? I like, yeah, we got a church, man, right down the street. Y'all want to go? And he was like, y'all, we can just go. I like, yeah, man. This in the South, you just if you
Show
want to
up.
go to church, you just show up. You see somebody at church, you just go in there. So he like, all right. So I had took him over there, right? And they had the music going, boom, they boom, you know how they we in there just rocking. We in there rocking like
Jesus.
I'm talking about.
Jesus.
I'm talking about rocking. But this church, I ain't gonna lie, they had a dope choir. Like
they?
they was hitting it. So so they were like, they eyes were big. Well, they eyes were big. They was like,
what is going
man,
on?
what they got going on in here, man? This was lit up. This was piped up. So I was like, yeah, man, this how church is.
Right?
He was like, nah, this ain't how church is. So they from Michigan, right? So they was Catholic. So we Baptist.
Yeah, Catholic church. So
that is different. Like
very different.
He like, man, we Catholic, man. We know. So I'm like, so what y'all be doing at the church then? What y'all be doing?
Catholic church. Well, and again, no offense to anybody. Everybody's entitled to their religion. We're more talking about the how long the programs are and stuff like that. The first time in my life that I ever went to a church, I went with my stepmom, and she was Catholic, and so we went to the Catholic church, and you break the bread, they give you the bread and the little wine.
It was just the whole setup and the process is different.
So different, and it felt like I was in there for 2 days. I promise you, I was probably 8 years old. It was the first time, and then I didn't go back to church. They did the communion. And then I didn't go back to church though.
We do the communion, right? And we did the communion then. So I'm thinking, I think we did it then that day too.
Yeah.
And but it was just the how the pastor was rocking out, how the crowd was rocking out.
But that's why I like a Southern Baptist church more, because I love the music and stuff.
Yeah.
But they just be long. Like all the churches, it's just like if you go to the morning.
Like a quick message.
Yeah, if you go to the morning service.
Quick message. So what is that? Hey, Kaylee.
Didn't order you, Chino, whatever that means. Anyway. I like a good choir. I like a good message, but I like the message to be pretty short. And I like the food afterwards. I appreciate they want to feed us, but I wish I could get my food and go. But there's no to go. So, but yeah, 6, 7. Okay. But yeah, so that's been my experience with church. And I'm glad that our children have had the experience of church. My uncle had a church, and we used to go to his church, like when I was growing already though. And I would take my mom, because my mom wasn't driving at the time, so I would take my mom to his church. And every time he would hear us walk in, or he sees us walk in.
What they was?
Just what non-denominational or whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know what kind of church it was.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just say that. But he would be like, "Oh, we got a seat for you guys right here in the front." Like he made it a point to be on the mic. He just made it a point to be uncomfortable, and I hated it.
And stuff,
I used to hate it.
But you all on the mic on me.
And so once my mom was able to drive, she was on her own. She would go to whatever church she wanted to go to, and then we would go to Easter. Like that was one thing that we'd all, until I moved out to be with you in Georgia. Like that was the one thing every year, is that all of us had to go to Easter. Like that's all she wanted us to do. She wanted us all to meet, and we would all go. Probably half hungover, 2 sheets to the wind still, but we would all make it. We would make it over there. Yeah. So.
What we got inspiring to tell the people for tonight? Ooh, hair, nice out. Put it on my head.
You want some? You want some?
Put it on my head. Don't see what I got inspired to tell y'all tonight, man.
You got a Rick James style right now. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Hey, I don't have hair. I wish I had it. Maybe if I had it, I'd make it look like this.
I'm trying to give you some eyeballs.
Come on, you poking me in the eye.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Get your hand on my eye.
Close your eyes.
Get your hand.
Why would you keep your eyes open? There it goes. Why would you keep your eyes open? Why I was trying to get it out your eyeballs?
Because I'm trying to see if I
I think that you would be on your own.
Look like this if I had hair. You know what I mean?
I think you would be on your own.
You made me forget what I was going to talk to these folks
Get
about.
My hair back.
Inspiring.
Oh, you got some inspiration? I really ain't got no inspiration. I don't know. Made it through the day. Tomorrow.
Greasy finger in my eyeball.
Huh?
Greasy finger.
I just washed my hands.
It felt greasy on my eyeball.
Your eyeball was probably greasy. Because I didn't put no lotion on either. My hands are pretty chapped.
What we have to inspire you people
He's off tomorrow, which is great. It's great for us. I got to go get my eyebrows waxed. And I don't know, what is tomorrow? Because I think I have therapy tomorrow. No, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Pretty sure it's...
27th.
Tomorrow will be 27th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, because it's on 20th. So I have therapy on Tuesday. I usually try to keep it on Tuesdays to be consistent with it.
Oh, that's something good you can tell somebody. Keep up with your therapy. Make sure you stay consistent.
If you need to talk to somebody, find a therapist. And the good thing is, if you don't have medical insurance, they still have like places that you could go to, and it's like a sliding scale. You know, like if you do have money, you know, like you just don't have insurance, then you might have to pay a little out of pocket. But if you don't have money and you need the help, even medication and stuff like that, there's places out there to help you. Right. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people on YouTube throwing the 988 number out. Oh, call them if you feel lonely and you need to talk to somebody. Yes, in my experience, this is just my experience, that is true. Like, usually when you feel like hopeless and desperate and you don't know what to do, that's when you would call them. And yes, they will talk to you about why you're feeling that way and all of that, but the whole time they're talking to you, you hear them typing. They're typing because they're trying to find you resources in your area that what, you know, they're trying to figure out if they need to call the crisis line or an ambulance and police over to your house, or if they can just give you resources that you can follow up on. But they're not just like a chat service. You know, you don't just call them like they're your therapist. Right. You have to really be feeling, you know, like you have to really be feeling really bad, and you know, like maybe contemplating the escort, or if you're not even contemplating the escort, you just feel so worthless you don't know what to do, that's the proper time to call them, and they will definitely find you the best resources in your area. There was a time where I was struggling. This is right before we moved here, and I didn't have medical insurance because he was changing jobs from here to there, whatever it was. I didn't have any medical insurance, and I called 988 because I was out of my medication. I was really having a hard time. And then the next morning, he had us in a line at 8 o'clock in the morning. Remember to go see that doctor? Yep. And then we seen the doctor. I got my medication without having to pay for it. Mm-hmm. He sit there and he set me up therapy appointments. So until we moved here, and I had a therapist through this place for free because of the transition. But 988 found those resources for me. And so the very next morning, we were up in that line. I remember. And we sit. It was kind of a long day because we had to sit. And then once we got my medication, we had to go to a couple of different pharmacies within their network, but it was worth it overall. It was very much worth it.
You said you had something else you wanted to say earlier. You said you had something you wanted.
Oh, a medication. I'll talk about that in a second. And then when we came here, the medical insurance was still the same thing. He hadn't got a position that offered medical insurance yet. And we still didn't qualify for like state stuff because we never do. They think we're millionaires. But the crisis people had to come because I was off my medication was, you know, like the medication was leaving my body. I didn't have any more medication. I was in a really bad shape at that moment, like mentally, just because of the withdrawal from the medication, the move. I had just got out of the behavioral health center, and you know, there's a lot going on. The crisis center actually came to me. They have somebody on the police force with the crisis center. She talked to me, figured out what was the problem, and that no, I didn't want to hurt myself or others. I was just really having a really bad manic episode because I didn't have my medication. Guess what? They went and got my medication for me without us paying them $1, and they brought it right back to the house.
They went and got it on some they used the
like the corporate card or something.
The corporate insurance.
Yeah, they did somehow.
They used the jail insurance.
Yeah, but they had they figured out that like I was coming off my medication. So they went and got it. Yeah, and
that was cool.
Yeah, so the resources are out there is all I want to say. The resources are out there. I've had to use multiple resources.
You gotta look around for it.
You just have to want it. And like I said, there's no shame in calling 988, but they're just not there to talk to you. That's not what their job is.
How do we get that crew over here? Did I just
I think you guys were trying to commit me. Remember you and your mom thought I needed to go to the behavioral health center?
Yeah, I think we needed.
And then she came in and talked to me. And then she just realized that, she's going through withdrawal. from her medication, and they didn't take me. Because remember, I was like, I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting nobody. But yeah, so she just talked to me and figured out, like what was going on.
Because the thing about it, needing you to be committed is because they gonna give you the medicine that we can't give you.
Right, that was why I needed to. That you guys were thinking I need to go to the behavioral health center.
But she came through like clutch, like I can get this medicine without none of that happening.
Yeah, they called my therapist or my psychiatrist and her were working together. Boom, they got it.
So.
They got it for me. So their resources are definitely out there. You just have to, hopefully you have a family member, or if you're able to advocate for yourself, that you find what you need. But I just wanted to put out that, in my opinion, 988 is not to be used and jammed up for people just needing a therapy session. It's not for a therapy session. It's for people in crisis that may hurt themselves or somebody else, and they might need immediate help, or they might need resources. So you have to you have to utilize the resources they give you.
Yeah.
I mean, that they can't make you do it.
But clearing that up.
Yeah. But the other thing I do want to talk about is medication. Mm-hmm. So I'm on Depakote. I'll just say, like which medication particularly that I'm talking about. I've been on Depakote now 7 years. Mm-hmm. I came off of it a brief time, but we couldn't control my manic episodes when I wasn't on it. And then I was having seizures and I couldn't control my manic episodes. So I take Depakote twofold to maintain the fact that I don't have a seizure, or to try to help me not to have a seizure, and for my manic episodes. And my dose is pretty high, but probably about almost a year ago now, I started having these weird symptoms to where, like, I'll hold something and then all of a sudden I'll have this twitch, and it would just, I'll throw it across the room. It would just be this random twitch. And then, I would have, like, this numbness all the way down my back into my leg, all the way down to my foot, like, where I couldn't even, like, lift my leg, stand on my leg, anything. And I would have this weird numbness. Then sleepwalking. I've never slept walking a day in my life.
And so it's like all those.
So I started to
weird symptoms.
And
symptoms. I do that.
There was a lot of neurological. Neurological. I think. But even like with my speech, like it would make my speech slurred. It's just a lot of things. But that's actually
I almost
the side effect.
Sleepwalking because you ain't been doing it in so long. That was a real.
That was a crazy time.
It was a crazy time.
But those are side effects from taking Depakote for so long, and these neurological issues, unfortunately, now will never go away. So I take additional medication to try to.
So does that stuff just like burn the image on your mind? Like, if it makes sense. Say now it's done and it ain't gonna go away.
Yeah.
So using it like burned the
like a brain cell out or something?
Something.
Something.
You know what I mean? I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know what to call that shit.
It is, and I never knew about the danger and the side effects of that medication until I got here with my psychiatrist, and I was telling her these symptoms that I'm having, and she's like, "Oh, that's called," I forget what she calls it, but so I said, "Okay, so like what can we do to combat it?" And she was like, once you get it, and you're supposed to be told that up front if you start having these symptoms. But my symptoms have become permanent. So I permanently now have these issues that I didn't have in the past, like where my hands will just go numb. Both my hands will go numb. This one will twitch out. I'll throw something across the room. My leg, like my speech, my whole ear is ringing. And then with the Depakote, it's hard on your liver too, or liver or kidneys, one of the two. So you have to go get your levels checked every 6 months. You have to go make sure. I've been blessed to not have any organ issues with the Depakote,
right.
But I do now have this permanent damage that came from taking the Depakote, and they've added a couple of extra pills to try to calm it down. But these are symptoms now that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, and there's nothing that they can do about them, unfortunately.
That was caused though by
the Depakote. Yeah, these are symptoms, and it's called a certain thing, but I forget.
So basically, we really just saying
Know what you're taking.
Know what you taking.
What the risks are.
In the pursuit of your health.
Yeah.
You know, stuff is gonna, like, certain medicines are gonna give you side effects, and certain medicines gonna be harmful in the pursuit of your health.
Right.
And it's just the harsh truth of it.
It is, and
it's the harsh truth of it.
when
But
I was
you gotta
taking,
try. You gotta
yeah.
try something. Don't
But
be
when
scared to try
they
something.
had
though,
taken
just
me off of
because,
Depakote and they put me on Zoloft. When I was on Zoloft, I was not only suicidal, I was homicidal. With this medication really made me crazy. And every time, and I was with this particular therapist, and every time I seen her, every week I seen her, I told her, like, this is really, like, this is really bad. She would up my dose. And I would just take it and say, okay, she says that this will be better. And it was getting worse,
I had to tell you to stop taking
He
that
made me
shit.
stop taking it and
I
come
like,
off
man,
of it.
I was like, fuck with that therapist saying, nah, we off that shit today.
Yeah, he took
I
it.
flushed that shit down the toilet.
Yeah.
Whatever we need to do, but we ain't taking that shit no more.
So he took me, and then
I know you try to be diligent on what they say that you should do.
Well, because I want to try everything, right? Like, I want to try their ideas, but it just...
keeping that in mind, letting people know that, hey, you listen to your therapist, but at the same time, listen to your
yourself,
body.
Your body and what it's doing.
Your body is rejecting this shit.
Messing with your mind in ways. Yeah, messing with your minds in ways.
Like, hey, hold up.
Yeah, it was
it's supposed
really...
to help you, not hurt you. Whatever it is
Yeah.
you taking. This shit supposed to help you, not hurt you.
And at that point, Zoloft was hurting me, not only mentally, but physically. And he made me come off of it. And that was the last time I seen that therapist, because she was really, she fired me. Yeah, she fired me. Hold on one second, please. Okay, I guess I'll talk while he's gone. My little one came to the door. But yeah, so just really ask questions and know what it is that you're taking. Don't just completely take the word from your psychiatrist. Just know your body, know yourself, and ask the right questions to make sure that what you're taking is really going to suit you. I took Buspirone. When I was taking Buspirone, that stuff was because of my diagnosis, I wasn't supposed to be on Buspirone. And so I was on Buspirone for a year, and it was making, things worse for me as well, because this was like a counteractive from, they put me on it for anxiety and my bipolar, but I actually, I have schizoaffective disorder. So with the schizoaffective disorder, Buspirone is like one of them. No, do not take. It's gonna clash with your other medication. So I took that for a while, and that wasn't the most successful.
Going deep on the medicine,
No, that's the only other one I'm gonna talk about. But because some people that might be misdiagnosed and they're taking Buspirone, and they shouldn't be taking it.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, they have to do a psych evaluation for it in order to find out if, they are properly diagnosed. But Buspirone was not a good fit for me. And that was another one I just took from the doctor, and I just took it. But when I did my psych eval, they called my doctor and took the person that did my psych eval called my doctor and was like, stop that right now. That, that's counterproductive.
Yeah, right.
So just know what you're taking, how it can affect you, and ask questions, because I haven't always done that. And it's regretful, and I do now, of course, but things could have gone a little smoother, I think, in our life, and this mental illness thing that we've been dealing with, it could have went a lot smoother if I asked more questions. But it's a hard thing to navigate, and nobody can navigate it but you. And that's the hardest part about it. It's not like cancer, and you have to go find these doctors. You have to, even when you're not right in your mind, you still have to find some kind of clarifying moment that you know that you need to go get help. And that's the hardest part about it. Yeah. And so I wish everybody well with that. I'm done talking. I'm off my soapbox.
Alright, so
You brought it up. I forgot all about it.
no, I know it's something you want to tap in on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you gone ahead and tapped in on it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Man, 'cause I know it's gonna be helpful to some people. But
Hopefully.
thank you everybody for tapping in. We just want to tap in with y'all right
We're
quick.
about to go to bed. My
Peace
little one
and
wants to come sleep with
love.
us.
Y'all be well tonight.